Hello Scorpios, and welcome back to the channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you a general reading for the collective, and this is going to be for the dates of 5 through the 18th of August. And there's a very specific reason why I'm choosing these dates. It's because right now we are in the midst of the energy light portal, or light portal. We're in a light portal, and we're just going to be tapping into the energy of it. Oh God, excuse me, I'm sorry. But anyways, I hope you all are doing well, and I hope your summer is treating you kindly and being nice to yourselves, and that you are getting the necessary time off to rest, relax, recuperate, recharge your soul. It's really taking care of yourself at the soul level right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start creating your Celtic cross spread. As I shuffle these cards, I'll kind of get into a little bit of the energy of what's going on and chat about the astrology real quick. So we just had a beautiful new moon in Cancer, and that was on the 20th of July. That was Monday. So that was the second new moon of the Cancer season. New moons represent new beginnings. And it's interesting because that new moon happened 3 days after the light portal opened. So it opened on the 17th of July. And we have virtually a full moon cycle to work with this energy, to really ground in new timelines, new ideas, new intentions, new dreams for ourselves, and harness the light portal energy to do so. It's a very strong manifestation period right now. And pretty much I'm hearing the universe saying your wish is a command. So be very careful with what you wish for, what you say, what you intend. Because for those of you Scorpios who are highly in tune with spirit and with the universe, you can be some pretty powerful manifestors, right? So we just came out of Mercury retrograde, which is quite nice. Mercury retrograde affords us an opportunity to turn within and to reflect on what's been going on with our lives. It's a period of slowdown. We're more cautious in that time period. And we are careful with our words, because we do know that Mercury retrograde tends to create unnecessary arguments, conflicts, things of that nature. It's easier to misunderstand one another if we're not speaking clearly, and if we're not saying what we mean and mean what we say, and so forth, right? It's also a time of love. There's a lot of karmic relationships that are ending, and a lot of soulmates and twins coming back into union, or perhaps someone new who is going to be a new soulmate. Or maybe you've never met your twin before, and perhaps they're coming in now, right? So there's just a lot going on energetically, particularly within this portal of light. What's interesting is that we are now in Leo season right now, so fire energy, passion, excitement, enthusiasm, spiritual inspiration, creative growth, a lot of go-getter energy. You know, it's very exciting, it's very playful, it's just kind of in the moment, you know, live life for the moment type energy. I think that's appropriate right now for summer. But with that, it's a great energy to harness when you're manifesting. So it's like, get off the couch and do something now. Go make that happen. You know, it's that spark of inspiration that we just need in order to, you know, sort of ground in our ideas into the 3D. But yeah, so within the Leo season, and specifically we have the Lion's Gate coming up, and that's on the 8th of August, and that is a really intense energy of light. It's another portal, so it's a light portal within a larger light portal. And I don't know about for you guys, but for me, you know, Lion's Gate is really quite intense, but in a good way. I feel like the month of August for me is always a magical, powerful, empowering time period for me. And I'm a Pisces, so I'm a fellow water sign. So that's something to keep out for. There's a lot of things right now that we're cleansing and purging, because we just came out of eclipse season. We had 3 eclipses. I believe it was 2 solars and a lunar. I have that backwards. But anyway, it was from the 5th of June to the 5th of July, and it seemed like every 2 weeks we were experiencing either a solar or a lunar eclipse. 5th of June was really quite interesting. That was the new moon in Sagittarius, which had a lot of fire energy. And that was right around the time period when a lot of the protests were kicking off here in the United States and also expanding globally. It's what happened in the United States during that time period sparked a national conversation about race, which turned global, which caused a lot of people to stand up and voice their woundedness, voice their anger, voice their sadness, their pain, their suffering from an old ancestral wound that was caused over 50 years ago based on history. And we're still healing that wound today, not only here in the United States, but globally. So this is a big wound that is happening on the international stage that touch home down to the personal level, right? So that happened, in June around 5th with the Sagittarian new moon energy. So a lot of passion, a lot of speaking up, a lot of empowering energy. Stand up in your truth, speak your truth, be bold, be proud, which did spark conversations to happen to force policy change. And change is happening now. It's not fast, but it is happening. So, that's fire energy, if you need a really good example. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen in this with the Leo energy. There's a lot of, it's a lot of action-oriented, inspired action energy. And we can also turn that within for ourselves to make it more of a personal experience. This is a great time of energy. It's a great energy to manifest with and to co-create with. And to do so, we have to be in alignment with ourselves and to be in alignment with the energy of the universe. So in order for us to co-create, we have to clear the decks and we have to detox our lives. And the eclipse season helped us do that. It helped clear certain energies that no longer served our highest good, or they had finished their soul contract within our lives. And it's just time to cycle energy, people, relationships, opportunities out, right? In order to clear space for the new. So that's exactly what the eclipse season did. It has a purging, detoxifying type effect. And now I feel like we're sort of like in an in-between stage. We're sort of winding down one cycle, and then we're in the midst of getting ready for something new to start up. So it's that transition period, like a gap, so to speak. It's a great time period for us to sort of get still and centered and to really dream and think about and focus our intentions. It's a great time period for us to dream, and keep dreaming. Okay, Scorpio? So let's get started with your reading. Let me just give me a moment to check in with your energy. Interesting. Okay, well, this is really lovely energy. Right away, this is you guys being represented as the sun, the energy of the sun. This is the happiest card of the deck. So I feel like life for you is great. It's only gonna get better from here on out. I feel like many of you have done your shadow work, and I think you're more harmonized and balanced with who you are and where you're going in this life. But crossing you is the Ace of Swords reverse. So there is something that's coming in. Maybe you're waiting upon a message or some sort of correspondence or more information to come in about what to do next and where you're going. This could also represent internal alignment. So just sort of checking in with your own personal belief system and just sort of toying with new ideas, new ways of thinking, right? And new ways to express yourself. So this is all about expression. It's all about communication. And there's something that's coming in for you, some sort of message that you're going to be receiving in the near future. Foundational to your reading is you guys. It's the Death card. This is a Scorpio card, scorpionic energy infused in the Death card. So that you are definitely going through a transformation, but it's happy and harmonious. And you may not have, and this may explain why you have the Ace of Swords reversed because of this transformation. Maybe you don't understand why certain things played out the way that they did. You just know that you have to flow with it and allow certain energies to exit out This is a period of transformation, so you know that it may not be a goodbye forever, but it could be a goodbye for now, right? And, it's just giving you the time, space, and solitude to just really kind of go within, and meditate. This could also be the card of meditation, is what I'm seeing, and just sort of being alone with your thoughts, being alone with, challenging your own belief system, and sort of looking at things from a new perspective, from a new dynamic, and you're getting into alignment with what you want to take into your new future, to the next level. And you don't want to take a lot of this karmic baggage. You don't want to repeat patterns of being small, being stuck, feeling like you have to live up to someone else's expectations. I feel like this is about you getting in alignment with your own personal truth and authenticity, and preparing you to speak your new truth. This could also be clearing the throat chakra energy, is what I'm getting. Maybe you're feeling a bit blocked because you don't know how this new vocabulary or these new ideas are going to sound to someone outside of you, right? So I'm getting the sense that there's with this transformation, it's like a transformation of ideas, transformation of thinking, communicating, being, things like that, right? In your recent past, you had the Page of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like this is about you getting excited about new concepts, new ideas, new ways of looking at life, gaining a new perspective on your future. And I feel like you just want a fresh start, and you don't want to repeat the past because you're just done with it, Been there, done that, and it served its purpose. You grew from that, you matured, you're expanding from that, and now it's time for something new. Yeah, it's very exciting. So in your mind's eye, 4 cups reversed. Yeah, so this is meditative energy. You're taking some time to be quiet with yourself, to go within, to take a look at where you've been. You've got these 3 of cups right in front of you, and you know what those 3 of cups contain. You're like, all right, that's cool. This, I'd be good with that, but I'm not so good with that, right? I think you're kind of weighing your options, and, you're sort of like, there's a little bit of stagnancy going on as well, like I said, been there, done that. And, I feel like some of the past is coming up to sort of repeat itself, and you're like, nah, what's something new? Especially when you have this Page of Swords energy. This Page of Swords is, like I said, it's very exciting energy, very motivating energy. And it's like breathing in just fresh concepts. And this, you know that, and you don't want to repeat all that. So you're waiting for your 4th cup to come in. And I believe you can feel that 4th cup is going to have exactly what you need and want and desire. You just have to continue to manifest it and call it in. But it is coming in for you, Scorpio. Something new, something fresh is on the horizon. In your near future, you have this King of Pentacles. And I feel like this is you guys sort of selling into this King of Pentacle energy in your future. Feeling very grounded, very prosperous, very proud, very successful. Your efforts have paid off, and people are seeing that. And I feel like, life is good. I mean, geez, like I said, you started off with the Sun card. So sun is shining on you. You are radiating that Leo energy, that confidence. You're luminous right now, and you're illuminating right now, Scorpio. And I feel like people are noticing it, and they're really going to notice it when that energy gets grounded right here in the 3D with this King of Pentacles. This is hearth and home. This is success at work. This is a healthy bank account. This is a loving family, a loving, committed relationship. It's stability, it's prosperity, it's abundance. It's the ultimate abundance. So yeah, this is what's coming in for you. And you're going to get that moment of clarity on how to proceed and what to do, going forward from here. Some of you be involved with an earth sign. So this could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus as well. But I get the sense, Scorpio, that this is you guys exuding that energy of the King of Pentacles. Success. You have arrived at what you've been working hard at. And the universe is saying, yes, it is time to receive those gifts right now here in the 3D. So you're feeling maybe a bit stuck. You know, we've got this full energy reversed. Not surprising, just because on your mind's eye is the Four of Cups reversed. So yes, you're not eager to move forward just yet. You're on the brink of starting something new, something fresh, something exciting, which will yield abundance, love, prosperity, things that I think you've been working on manifesting for a long time. And I think you've received versions of this over the years, but it hasn't quite been this energy. And I think right now is your time to really fine tune your intentions with the universe to ensure that you are a vibrational for what you're calling in. And I think you're doing that. You're taking time out right now, Scorpio, to do so. And you know, you can feel it. You can feel that new opportunity coming in. It's right there in your fingertips. You can just almost touch it. But you're not quite ready to leap just yet because the timeline isn't quite right. So it's a timing thing. And you'll know when to take that leap of faith and make this energy go upright. It's just not quite time yet. But when you do, this energy is waiting for you in your near future. And it's coming in quickly, especially with this light portal energy. Hence the reason why I chose to do these specific dates, because the readings that I've done so far have been intense. They've been beautiful. They've been magical. There's been a lot of love coming in, guardian angels coming through, people being divinely guided. So just know that you are blessed the same way as everyone else. In your environment, you've got Five of Swords, conflict. Yeah, so I get the sense there's a disturbance, there's a disruption going on in your environment. And I feel like it's because of the changes that you're seeking. Again, you are seeking clarity. You are seeking fresh ideas, fresh approach, you know, in your next step, your next phase. And it can be creating some disharmony with relationships, with people, you know. But again, it's not about them. This isn't their life. This is your life, Scorpio. This is your life to live as you see fit. And if you are requiring change, then do what makes your soul happy, because you are very happy right now, and you're happy down to the soul level. Again, with that Sun card, all right. But there's a bit of doubt. We have the Star card in reverse. I get the sense that maybe you're feeling it's too good to be true, and that you're afraid to welcome in this love, this abundance, these universal gifts that Spirit is bestowing upon you. I think you're waiting for the other shoe to drop and for it to be like, oh yeah, no. Here's what it really is. Yeah, don't do that to yourselves, because that's the energy that's going to delay or warp the manifestation power behind what it is that you're calling in. So stay positive, stay high vibrational, eliminate fear and resistance around your goal. As long as you can be resistance free, this will go upright. Yeah, so I'm going to turn this upright to give you a blessing, because I don't want that feeling of hope and despair and like, the rug's going to get pulled out from under me. It's too good to be true. Don't doubt this gift. Because when the Star comes in, this is the universe smiling upon you, saying, we see you, we hear you, we acknowledge you. So again, it came in reversed, and I'm turning it upright for you, so that way it acts as a healing and a blessing for you all, okay? So your outcome is the Queen of Wands, which is great. This is releasing burden. This is releasing stress. This is releasing just unnecessary baggage that you've been clinging to, and you've sort of felt like you had to keep carrying the torch and be all things to all people. You're seeing the light. You're seeing the clarity. You're living for yourselves now. And it's not a selfish thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a really self-empowering, authentic way to be. It's healthy. We have to put ourselves first. And we also have to heal ourselves in order to achieve personal happiness. It is our responsibility to find happiness for ourselves. Happiness does not come from an external source. It doesn't come from a partner in a relationship. It's not their job to fix us, just like it's not our job to fix them, right? So this is about you guys just dropping the bullshit and saying, you know what? I'm doing me. I'm prioritizing myself. I'm going to love myself first. I'm going to heal myself first. And then I'll have space and energy for friends, family, and loved ones, right? Yeah. But this is a great reading. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. This is quite lovely. You've got something really nice coming in for you in the near future time frame. So don't give up. Allow what needs to transition out of your lives to transition out of your lives. However, take that however it resonates. It can represent a lot of things. And then just be open to receiving and just sort of be in an energy space of ease and flow. Right now is the time to enjoy life, to be playful, to be joyful. And one thing I'm hearing is get in touch with your inner child. So sometimes the Sun card can represent the inner child within us. So take time to laugh and play and just have fun, right? Just have fun manifesting this amazing life that you deserve to have. Okay, so up next, I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards from the Rebel Goddess Oracle deck. How are we on time? And we'll just see what comes through for you all. I'm going to pull from these oracles. I'm also going to pull from the Journey of Love Oracle as well. Nature's Whispers, and then we will conclude with an angel message, okay? Interesting. We have the 6th card, Shock of the New. Wasn't I just talking about newness, freshness, a fresh approach, which we saw with the Ace of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords? Yes. Shock of the New is coming in, and we're seeing that confirmed with the Abundance card, the King of Pentacles. So something really beautiful, something really great is coming through. I feel like this is like your wishes coming true. Everything that you've worked for and have tried to manifest, tried to achieve, but just couldn't quite get it right until now. It's coming in. Look at that. I love the sunflowers. You know, it's corresponding right here with the Sun card. It's corresponding with summer. It's very Leo energy, very solar energy, solar plexus. So follow your intuition. That's where your intuition is housed. That's also where your self-confidence is housed. Yeah. If you want to meditate on your solar plexus chakra, that would be very healing and empowering as well, especially since there was some doubt with this reversed star again. It is upright for you to initiate that healing and blessing energy for you. Okay, let us, yes, Journey of Love. Oh, these are so beautiful. Oh goodness, I've been working with these lately. Messages are stellar. They're very high vibrational, and it's all about love, but it's love from a higher consciousness. So, yeah, let's see what these guys have to say for Scorpios. One for Scorpio, please. One for Scorpio. There we go. Falling. Interesting. Very simple, very zen, very Japanese energy. Falling. Allowing the past to fall away with ease and grace. Gracefully exiting a situation. Gracefully allowing something, someone to exit. Go with grace. Poise. Gratitude. Very zen. Very balanced. Very peaceful energy is what I'm getting from this card. But just let things fall away. Let them naturally melt away. Shed that emotion. Let it fall away, because this is going to, again, help create the space for you to welcome in new opportunities, because you are going through a transformation right now. Things are changing, things are adjusting, things are altering, and things feel a bit wobbly, a little bit unstable. That's okay. Allow what's unstable to simply fall away. Okay? All right, let us, next, what are we going to do? Yes. Nature's Whispers. See what we have going on. But this is a personal transition for you all, Scorpio. This is a personal journey, one that I feel like you've been on for quite a while. And I feel like you've been through multiple iterations of peeling back layers of woundedness. In the collective, many of us are working on clearing our sacral chakra because there's a lot of woundedness around the sacral chakra right now, which impacts how we view ourselves, how we value ourselves. It's triggering the abandonment wound. It's triggering the rejection wound. And in turn, it's not allowing us to recognize our true worth and our true value. And we're going back to old patterning of I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, all that negative self-talk that we don't need to give energy and power to right now. So I did create a video for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine about this light portal energy. I released it yesterday or 2 days ago, so check that out because there is a section in there where I talk about the sacral chakra being blocked, so maybe that might resonate a bit with you guys. But also for those of you who are on the twin flame journey, the journey of ascension, you want to look at what's going on because that's for Divine Masculines and Divine Feminines as well. In your reading, I'm not getting a lot of romance here. I feel like you're just very focused and grounded on you, on your personal journey, your personal spiritual ascension, and healing your soul, healing yourselves, and really just putting the attention back on you, and rightly so. So what we have right now for the Nature's Whispers is, assurance. Yeah, look at all that green energy. That is lovely heart chakra energy, healing the heart. I feel like you're healing the heart from past karmic situations in preparation to welcome in your partner, soulmate, or twin flame. You know them already, and it may be someone from your past trying to come in, or this may be someone completely new, right? So comment below, let me know how that resonates, and let me know what you've got going on, what's working on. But assurance, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Happiness, prosperity, and abundance is almost guaranteed. I don't like to speak in absolutes, but if I had to, I'd say about with these cards, that's pretty compelling evidence that happiness is your outcome, Scorpio. Personal satisfaction, dreams coming true, everything that you've dreamed of and been working on. Okay, so this is from the Angel's Messages. Ooh, that one came out fast. Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. That's interesting because many of you are highly psychic and highly intuitive individuals, Scorpios. And I feel like perhaps with this reversed Ace of Swords energy, that this would be you guys getting onto the path of becoming a healer, a light worker, a spiritual teacher, a spiritual advisor, things of that nature. So some of you be awakening to this path right now. Yeah, it's an interesting path. Interesting path once you accept the offer from the universe. Yeah, but then there's those of you who are already on this path and you know you're a spiritual teacher and a light worker. And right now, the universe in our environment, our communities, all that, we need light workers all across the globe. It's time for the light workers to rise up, turn on our heart lights, and hold the torch and be the beacon of light for those who are still stumbling in the dark. Yeah, interesting reading. Lots coming through for you, Scorpio. Lots coming through. Beautiful, transformative energy. I do get the sense that you guys are going to flow quite nicely with this portal energy. And, you know, the 8-8 Lion's Gate is just going to really just catalyze what you're doing and just really ground in, you know, this abundance for you. All right. Okay, so that's all I have for you all, Scorpios. Thank you for stopping by. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. If you're interested in learning more about me and the services I provide, check out my website, awakenhealings.org. We'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all. Bye.